Awesome. That's fantastic. So that leads me to my next question. Most of the newcomers, when they come to Canada, they tend to bring with themselves international experience, the experience they have accumulated or obtained from their home country or from any other countries that they used to live and work before coming to Canada. So how do employers in Canada see candidates' international experience?
So there would be two sides of the picture. One would be that how good your experience looks on the paper, and second would be how good you portray your experience as an individual when you interact with a person. So when you have the international experience, obviously it's on the paper. They're gonna read it and they will think about you like, yeah, you know these things. So that will get you through the first step of it. Because if you don't have Canadian experience, obviously you are relying on your previous experience, and how good you are putting it in the CV is gonna show the employee to give you a call. So when they give you a call, then how you present your international experience in communication with them is gonna give you the edge. So you have to link that international experience in a way that how it will be beneficial to the Canadian workplace of that company in which you are applying for. Read about the company and link your experience with some examples or some examples or what you had over there with what the company is and what they are looking for. So translate it in that way, and that will give the employer the comfort that you'll be able to connect with the workplace colleagues that you'll be joining. So the first thing that the employer is looking for, from what I can say, is that if they're getting 10 CVs and all of them have the international experience, all of them have good experience. So that's why those 10 CVs were shortlisted. The second thing that the employer will have is that when I get the person, how good will that person gel in with the existing environment? So basically you have to show that in the interview phase of it by linking it, and that will help. Yeah.
Hi, Asim and Van. Thank you for making this happen. I'm a product designer in the Greater Toronto area. So I'm not exactly an engineer, but I'm adjacent. It's really nice to get connected to you guys. I've been looking for a job, and along the way, I've received some conflicting advice about international experience. Some people have advised me to omit the locations of my past experiences from my resume to avoid potential discrimination. What has been your experience and opinion from this? I'm excited to hear from both of you if possible.
When do you want to go first? Or?
Oh, yeah, sure. Well, to me, I think your international experience potentially could be your advantage as well, because with international experience, you are showing people that you have that diverse mindset. You're bringing a fresh perspective into the company, to the organization. And also, I think with anyone who has traveled, who has made a very big move and transition in their life, you bring with yourself that agility, the ability to embrace change, ability to face challenge, and you're not afraid to lean in and to jump into a new environment. And to me, that is the biggest advantage. And speaking from my experience, when I applied to my current company, my resume has all the locations that I have as well. And my manager actually appreciated the experience that I'm bringing to the team, right? And I'm bringing some different perspectives that could add to the pool of ideas of our organization and the teams. And to me, I think it's all about being confident with what you get to offer, being proud of the international experience that you have, and also just showing them with your confidence and belief that you are bringing something of value to the table.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thanks, Van. And from my angle, I kind of resonate with what Van said. I remember when I was doing my soft landing back in 2019, I went to a few of the seminars that were organized by the agencies that help the newcomers. And I asked the same question. I took my CV to a recruiter or a person who was helping over there. And she told me that, mention your country on your experience. because anyway the employer would want to know that where you are from or where you're coming from, because they need to know that to get an understanding of it. And then how you play with how you portray it, that's up to you. But the information should be there, so the employer doesn't feel like some information is missing in the CV. It's kind of like an important information, right? So she told me that I added in there. So I added it in there, and I still added it in there. So from my end, it should be there, and it's about how you push your narrative through your CV, that okay, this is how this experience is benefiting you and how it's going to benefit the employer.
Yeah, thank you so much for your answers. I think both of your answers resonate with me a lot, because I think it's not like just about where you worked, it's how you portray yourself, and it's like the confidence and the attitude that you come in the interview, right? So I think, that's going to be my take moving forward as well. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. A great question as well. Thank you so much for asking that question. I know that a lot of people might have the same question like you, so thank you, Ivy.
No worries.